Hello, and welcome back to the shadowy world of Darker Than Black Season 2. As meteors light up the night sky, Cheyenne Pavlichenko becomes a contractor, forever changing the life of her twin sister Sue. Thrust into a world of assassins and spies, Sue uncovers her own powers while grappling with family, friendship, and purpose. Meanwhile, ominous events unfold in Tokyo, pointing toward a silver-haired doll. Make sure to subscribe and like for more. Sue and Cheyenne Pavlichenko are with their father in Siberia when they see multiple shooting stars, signaling contractor deaths. A star falls near them, and Cheyenne becomes a contractor. 2 years later in Russia, April, an MI6 agent, contacts August 7, who informs her that the FSB will search a house in 2 days. Meanwhile, Sue is photographing when she overhears her crush, Nika, asking her friend, Tanya, out. Sue falls while trying to photograph them and starts fumbling for the photos. Later, she returns home and is greeted by April, posing as Bella, her father's research assistant. The real mystery is how Sue still manages to crush on Nika. Sue then visits her twin brother Cheyenne, who is in a wheelchair with a bandaged right eye, injured from the meteor impact. Cheyenne coldly dismisses their mother, and Sue leaves, upset, after her father warns her not to spend too much time with Cheyenne. At school, Tanya arrives late with lifeless eyes and later uses her contractor powers to summon locusts, attacking Nika. Shocked, the girls hurriedly flee, but Sue follows them. Contractors gain powers without warning, but go through huge personality changes. Sue discovers that Tanya has become a contractor. Back home, Cheyenne tells their father the time has come, stands up, and Sue rushes home as the military surrounds the house. She uses a secret passage to reach Cheyenne, changes into his clothes, and escapes. Meanwhile, April fights a contractor, Goran, and kills him using raindrops. However, she is ultimately strangled by the masked contractor Hive, who slowly saves BK-201 before dying. After killing April, Hive tries to take the meteor core from Sue, thinking she's Cheyenne. Sue temporarily blinds him with her camera's flash. Before he can follow her, another contractor attacks. While Hive fights the female contractor, Sue escapes, guided by a mysterious voice. Hive and the female contractor eventually stop fighting. Sue then meets a strange man who tries to be friendly, but she is suspicious and escapes with the help of her squirrel. As she walks through the woods, she sees Cheyenne in the distance, but he quickly disappears. Unable to go home, Sue tries to stay with a friend, but her friend's memories of her have been erased. She coincidentally runs into Nika, who has just escaped from the hospital, and happily hugs her. They find shelter in an old shack Nika uses, and Sue decides to make wanted posters using Hive's picture. The next day, Hive sees the town covered with posters accusing him of being a marriage fraud. He tracks down Sue and demands the meteor core, promising to spare her if she hands it over. Sue doesn't trust contractors and screams when Hive's search accidentally gropes her. Upset, she asks for answers about Cheyenne and why Hive killed her father and Bella before Hive reveals that he's a contractor, making Sue question what that means. They are suddenly interrupted when the Russians arrive along with August 7, who uses his powers to reflect the Russian bullets. Hive decides to escape with Sue, and August 7 chases them along with the Russians. The same contractor who tried to become friends with Sue earlier stops the Russians with the trap. Hive defeats August 7, but a device traps him in a bubble and electrocutes him. The device reacts with Sue's pendant, allowing her to see a vision of Hive chasing a crying Yin, who says goodbye to him. Meanwhile, Misaki Kurihara notices BK-200 and one star fading away through her telescope. Hive escapes from a force field with the help of Sue, whose fragment turns her into a contractor. Mao urges Sue to flee, tackling Hive into cold water. Gemma and Mina arrive too late to capture them, but finish off a weakened August 7. Hive dreams of Yin, then wakes up and alarmingly attacks Sue, who surprises him by saving him. Hive ties up Sue and returns to drinking, upsetting her. She accuses Hive of killing everyone, and they start arguing before Hive finally slaps her. As Sue cries herself to sleep, Mao and Hive discuss the past. Hai destroys Su's phone and checks for enemies. Su finds a whale with photos of Tokyo, hinting that Cheyenne might be there, so they decide to head for Japan. At the train station, Hai creates a distraction while Su goes on board, but Tanya blocks her. Hai intervenes, only to realize he's lost his powers. He quickly tells Mao to help Su escape while he distracts the enemies, and Tanya kills Nika with her bugs, triggering Su's fragment, turning her into a contractor. She suddenly summons an anti-tank rifle and attacks Tanya, Mina, and Genma with July's help. Hai stops her from killing Tanya and notices July following them to Japan. Misaki, thinking BK-201 is dead, learns he's alive and is offered a chance to track him down. Hai, Mao, Su, and July sail to Japan, with Hai revealing he plans to kill Yin. After joining Section 3, Misaki returns to Tokyo, using the fake identity of Akinoshi Ioi. Meanwhile, Hai, Su, July, and Mao arrive in Sapporo, Japan, where Hai reveals that his client wants him to train Su as an agent. During target practice, Su misses a crane and lies about her aim, but Hai sees through it. Mao reminds Hai that Su is still a kid, so Hai gives her money for food and leaves. Su later returns to Hai for combat training. When the gang appears again, Hai uses them for Su's hands-on training. She injures one of them, and Hai distracts the police, allowing her to escape before Su realizes that the gang leader, Norio, looks like Nika. Despite her growing hate for Hai, Su stays with him to find Cheyenne. Madame Aurel informs Misaki that BK-201 star vanished due to an anti-contractor weapon, similar to a prototype Misaki saw 2 years ago. She tells Misaki about the Mikata documents. Hai realizes he attacked a decoy convoy, forcing him to battle the armored Genma. Guess even assassins have off days. Meanwhile, the real convoy, carrying the true target, Izanami, a doll, is at the harbor. Su prepares to destroy the container, unaware of the fact that it holds Yin, someone from Hai's past. However, Hai arrives just in time, causing her to miss the shot. After escaping from Hazuki Mina, Hai orders Su, July, and Mao to retreat while he tries to stop the submarine but fails due to his lost contractor powers. While waiting for Hai, Mao reveals to Su that Yin was important to him. Suddenly, they are attacked by Norio's mother, who loses control of her powers, drowning in a sphere of water as Yin's observer spirit appears nearby. Norio, arriving too late, blames Su for his mother's death, forcing her to flee without explaining. Hai confronts Madame Aurel, feeling betrayed, but she reminds him that he failed to kill Yin as promised. In Russia, Repnin learns about the secret room, hidden passages, and escape plans in Mikhail Pavlichenko's home, which leaves him questioning the professor's activities before his death. His thoughts are interrupted when an officer delivers photos showing Mikhail Pavlichenko alive in Tokyo. Hai and his companions, facing numerous enemies, struggle to leave Hokkaido for Tokyo, so Hai decides to hire someone to smuggle them through checkpoints. The smuggler disguises July as a corpse and Hai and Su as mourners. However, when they reach Amori, their car gets a flat tire and the smuggler drives away, but considers it a waste of time to go after them. Su disagrees, and when she sees July's observer spirit on a departing truck, she and Mao jump on the truck, leaving Hai behind. Su believes July feels lonely and insists contractors and dolls keep fragments of emotion. Su and Mao are guided by July's observer spirit and find him in a warehouse. Su uses broken glass to attack the betraying smuggler before Mao stops her. As they rescue July, contractor Ilyas Sokolov, who has been tracking them, appears. He kills the smuggler and captures Su, July, and Mao. On the highway, their car is attacked by Hai, who strangles Sokolov with a wire, saving everyone. July, having distracted Sokolov with an observer spirit, is praised by Hai, after which they head to Sendai and board a train, unaware that Repnin and Tanya are also aboard. Not knowing that their enemies are on the same train, Hai is captured by Repnin and Su is taken by Tanya. Repnin, intrigued by Hai, tries to recruit him. He says he hates contractors and wants Hai to kill Ilyas Sokolov, who had killed Repnin's niece. Hai refuses, criticizing Repman, and escapes after stabbing Repman in the hand. Meanwhile, Tanya asks Sue about why she didn't kill her during their last encounter. Sue explains that Hai stopped her, and she's glad because they're friends. They are suddenly interrupted when Repman, injured, radios Tanya, ordering her to stop the train and leave with Sue. Tanya complies, but Hai pursues them, managing to give Sue a chance to escape. Hai then kills Repman, and Sue tries to hide in an outdoor pool, but is eventually found by Tanya. Bad news if you're on a planet that's 71% covered in it, but she quickly resumes her attack. Sue hesitates to shoot Tanya, and Hai's previous orders not to shoot. However, Tanya is shot anyway, and when Hai, July, and Mao arrive, they believe Sue fired the shot. Hai reassures her that it's okay to defend herself, but Sue, confused, decides to part ways with Hai. July and Mao follow her, while Hai doesn't stop them, and it's revealed that Tanya's real killer was Cheyenne, sniping from a building near them. While on a train, Sue and July are noticed by Kiko Kayanuma and her friend because Sue looks like an Anon character. Seeing that Sue is sick, they take her and July in and give them food and clothing. When Sue mentions wanting to go to Ibukuro to find her mother, Kiko takes her to Gai Kurosawa, who agrees to help after Sue offers her stave money. Meanwhile, Misaki discovers a hidden message from Amber leading her to the Nakata documents, which tell the story of Izanami and Izanabe and the potential effects of their meeting. Misaki's investigation is complicated by Section 3, hiding Izanami's location from her and Genma. Guy tracks down the location where Sue's mother took a photo in her book. While Guy and the others talk to the building manager, Sue uses her camera to look at the gate wall. To her surprise, a mysterious woman, Madame Aurel, appears, knowing who Sue is. She informs Sue that her mother will arrive at Haneda Airport that night and questions who Sue truly wants to see before disappearing. Sue tells Guy and Kiko about this, and they head to the airport. At the airport, Hai lures Yoko Sawasaki away, and Genma and Misaki arrive just in time to see Hai escaping with an unconscious Yoko. Hai manages to knock out Hazuki Mina and escape. Inside the airport, Sue meets up with her mother, who mistakenly believes Sue is actually Cheyenne. Sue waits until they're in the car to reveal her true identity, shocking her mother, who thought Sue died 8 years ago. After Sue's mother, in shock, insists that Sue is dead, Sue suggests visiting the aquarium to revive their happy memories. When her mother doesn't remember the aquarium, Sue runs out of the car, followed by July. Later, Misaki finds them asleep beside a vending machine. Recognizing them, she feeds them and takes them to the aquarium, only to discover it has been restricted for 13 years. Misaki then brings them to Sue's mother's apartment, where Mao has been hiding after being abandoned by Sue and July. Mao realizes he had met Sue's mother twice before, once when she was pregnant and later during a syndicate mission investigating Sue's father's research. Years earlier, Mao transferred his consciousness into a cat to infiltrate a Moscow university. An explosion killed Sue, who was with her mother and brother, while Mao's human body was destroyed. Sue's mother and Cheyenne survived, but her mother found Sue's corpse in her father's lab. Her father, Mikhail, claimed Sue would be their child forever, but Sue's mother ran away with Sue's corpse, cremated her, and returned to Japan. Now, Sue's mother believes the current Sue is a copy created by Cheyenne's ability. Distressed, Sue runs away again, but is soon found by Misaki. Meanwhile, Hai interrogates Yoko Sawasaki, learning about the disaster that could occur if Izanami and Izanagi meet. Madame Aurel informs Hai that Sue has been captured, and he mistakenly attacks Misaki, thinking she is the one who captured Sue, but Sue stops him. Hai reassures Sue that she is the only Sue he knows, which makes her cry as she expresses her conflicted feelings. Later, Hai and Mao notice the orange moon in the sky, just another sign that things are about to get weirder. After Sue helps Hai cook and they eat together, Hai leaves to settle something, promising Sue he'll return. Mao reveals that Hai is going to see Yin, blaming himself for changing her. Sue, realizing she has her own task, heads to the site of the old aquarium with July and Mao. Meanwhile, Kobayashi informs Misaki and Genma about BA-201 and Yoko's death, but keeps them focused on finding Cheyenne. Misaki recites the Nakata documents, and Kobayashi admits they're in the final stage of the prophecy. Since Izanami's awakening can't be stopped, their only option is to prevent Izanagi from meeting her. At the aquarium, Sue encounters her father, who reveals that the man killed by Hai was a copy. He confirms Sue is also a copy, created by Cheyenne's power. Cheyenne had been a contractor since birth, and Sue wasn't with him during the meteor incident 2 years ago. Cheyenne's power created a copy of himself, but it turned out female Sue. After learning the aquarium memory was a gift from Cheyenne, Sue wants to see him again. However, they're interrupted when July informs them that something dangerous is approaching them. Misaki, Genma, and their forces arrive, as Sue's father buys them time by shooting at Genma, but they're attacked by a contractor. Sue's father is injured protecting her, as Sue tries to help, but he's near death. Sue escapes, leaving his body behind while Hai, searching for Izanami inside Hell's Gate, finds the box empty and is attacked by Hazuki. Meanwhile, Sue, July, and Mao head to Hell's Gate, where Sue mysteriously disappears, finding Cheyenne collapsed. After Sue finds Cheyenne collapsed, he explains that he paid a heavy price and asks her to take him outside to see the moon. They disappear before Misaki and her team arrive while Hai battles Hazuki, who ties him up and prepares to kill him after kissing him. Talk about a toxic relationship. Goro Kobayashi intervenes, revealing that Shizune Genma, not Hai, killed Yoko and betrayed them to the CIA. Mina allows Kobayashi and Hai to proceed while she confronts Genma. Kobayashi leads Hai to Yin's body, but it's just an empty shell because her spirit has moved to Hell's Gate. Madame Orel takes Misaki and Mao to a building with a supercomputer created by Dr. Pavlichenko, containing Cheyenne's clones and the world's memories. She reveals that Cheyenne used his ability to create another Earth, disguised as the moon. Meanwhile, Sue, pushing Cheyenne's wheelchair, learns that her memories were fake. Cheyenne dies, and Yin grants his final wish. Sue's memories slowly begin to fade as the meteor core is destroyed, but Hai stops her from resisting, promising to always be with her. Later, Sue lives a normal life on the copied Earth, sensing that something is missing. As the Syndicate reforms, unaware of the world's oncoming change, Misaki continues believing Hai is still alive. Meanwhile, Hai slowly carries Yin into the distance. Thanks for joining us on today's journey. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and hit the bell to stay updated. Until next time, stay curious.